Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update Show, the Breakfast Club, and we do have breaking news that has just broke about 40 minutes ago. And we had a show already planned that it kind of fit into the narrative of what we were going to discuss today. As you can see on the thumbnail, it says January plans. Well, Parkinson was talking about his plans in January, and then boom, it pops up, Matty James extension. There you go. So it's almost like I planned it, right? It's almost like I dreamt it and I planned it, but of course I didn't, because you know what? I'm not a mind reader. But anyways, smash the like on the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. Come in, make sure you drop that like button, take your shoes off, put your feet up, smash the like button, come into the house and say hi. And Drew did that because he was first, as you know. Good morning, Stoner Combat Bet. Yes, everybody. Okay, so let's get to the breaking news before you want to hear about me talking about me. But I will navigate. And also, we do have a poll up too. We do have a poll up. Says, are you happy with Matty James extension? And there's votes coming in, and it's 100% right now to 0. So there we go. All right, let's dive into it. It just came through. Hola, Sarah, and happy Thursday. Yes, happy Thursday. Okay, Matty James, contract news, has signed an extended contract. Wrexham AFC are pleased to announce that Matty James has signed a new contract, extended his stay at the Stoke Carras until the end of the 25-26 season. That is next year, people. The central midfielder joined the club in October on an initial short-term deal and has made 7 appearances since his arrival. He made his debut in the Virtue Trophy, also known as the Joey Bagadonis Trophy, against Port Vale, and has continued to impress in the months since arriving in North Wales. On signing his new contract, James said, "I'm buzzing to sign the extension with the club. It's really good to be settled, and I'm looking forward to playing as many games as I can to try to help the club to the next level." Plays in that middle of the park. Also, you know us plays there. Evans. We had good news about Evans possibly coming back over the Christmas period. Awesome. Good stuff. Control that midfield is what we need to do. Hi, yo, Sponge Knock, Goopy Splat, and Denise Weatherwax. I hope I got Denise Weatherwax. All right. How you doing? It goes on to say, this is Matty James's quotes. I've got to focus. I have that focus and desire to keep growing and progressing with the club. I'm really happy to be staying. The former Manchester United Academy graduate, James has played most of his career in the EFL Championship. If you don't know, that's one above and where we're headed at the end of the season. So maybe take that for what do you think about that? What do we think about that? Planning for next year already? I know he's 33, but hey, he's a midfielder. Doesn't have to be running around all that much, and he's not a box-to-box. He's a holding. After departing the King Power Stadium, he made his move to Bristol City, where he reached the century of games with the Robins. He may only have been at the Stoke Carras since October, but Phil Parkinson explained his pleased with the impact that he has made. I think we all have been very pleased with his impact that he has made. Parkinson said, "I'm pleased we have agreed to deal with Matty. He has done well in his short time at the club so far, and we look forward to working with him moving forward." I think for one, I'll say it flat out, fantastic news. Fantastic news. Getting that middle of the park sorted out, having players that want to be here. I think everyone wants to be here pretty much, but knowing that we have class players that have played a level above and know how to go out and control the middle of the park and be a part of us and be a part of our growth. So this is great news. Now I'll turn my thoughts out to the other guy who we signed at a short loan, which was Budvarsson, who I think is not going to be here, in my opinion. I could be way off. We could get an announcement in 4 minutes now, and it'd be like, well, Budvarsson's staying too. I don't think that's going to happen. Striker situation is a little bit different than our midfield situation. So far right now, are you happy with the Matty James extension? There is 73% to 29%. It's going up and down. People having their say. Also, I'm going to have my say too. It's hot as hell. I'm burning it. 2 seconds. Ooh. It's like 75 degrees here in LA today. I mean, it's, what is it, December 18th, 19th? It's 75 degrees. Okay, what I was saying, Budvarsson, I don't, he could end up staying, I don't know, but I think the striker situation is much different than our situation in the middle of the park. So good on him. Happy we got him. He secured it. It's got to mentally calm him down a little bit. He has been instrumental. Again, Stoner Combat Met talking about it. He's 33 years old. I get it. A little bit of aging. I understand that. But I wonder what he's on. You know, I don't know what he's on for a contract, but if you look at having Gio coming back and his age too, you know, they could split the difference. They could split the difference and have a Dobson 27, 26 or 27 run around. It's good. So they don't have to do the grunt work, which a Rathbone does and which an Elliott Lee does. So good stuff. And people are coming in, as we know. Pritchard says Bod's got the potential, though. He does, but he's not playing him, Sarah. And I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying I don't know if he fancies him. We shall see. John Merrill's in the house, our local Birmingham City supporter. Evening, all surprised you gave an extended year personally. True. Okay. There you go. That's someone else having their say. And hello, guys. Tottenham will win. That's what we're talking about later. And who else is in here? Ruth's in the house. What's going on? Hi, everyone. Sitting in a Teams meeting. Oh, we'll have to listen later. Well, I know what that's like, Ruth. Well, now you're in our team meeting. You're in our team meeting. So happy to be a part of it. Barton says it's 75 in Orlando. Yeah, it's hot. And 33 years old, should have said another year. Need to step away from the older guys. I totally agree with that. But, you know, he's already here. We've seen him. I like a Josh Adam. You know, obviously he's younger, but probably not quite ready yet. But, you know, there it is. But he is, you know, he's a player. He's a player. Older players have more wisdom. I think it's a good idea. It says Denise. I have a cousin named Denise. All right, what else is going on? This is also breaking. This is on there too. This is on the BBC. We'll just follow this up a little bit with a little more information. Matty James had over 100 appearances at Leicester City and Bristol City. Short-term deal. It's really good to be settled. I'm looking forward to playing as many games as I can. Okay, it's all the same crap. But I, for one, I'm for it. So my vote is for a yes. It's 78 to 22% in the poll. I'm fine with it. I don't like the age bracket, but I'm not being ageist. I'd like to go younger, but he's already here. He's shown what he can do. Parkinson seems to like him. And who's going to argue with Parkinson? Well, people could argue with him, but we're going to lose the argument because we don't have a say. So there that is. Okay. Now, moving on. I just want to get, is there anything else here? This is a 25-26 season. Okay, that's it. What we have for him. I'll pull this down. We don't need more of that. But I will go back to the other stuff I was going to get to. There it is on the announcement on their X account. I'll take that over here. All right. Now, the other thing I was originally going to talk about today, as I woke up, and this kind of folds into it, it says the January plan, the Jan plan, you know, but the breaking news happened, so we had to cover that first. James deserves a new deal. James deserves a new deal. Matty James. Okay, Mr. Paul Wrexham. How you doing? Okay. All right, so let's go in here. Wrexham boss has the option to recall players out on loan. This has to do with our striker and a midfielder. So it all kind of goes in together, kind of folded in. And please, you know, take it with a grain of salt. We're just going to go. We're just going to go with the news here. So, and I'll give us our opinion, and I'd love to have your opinion too. And keep going with the poll. We'll close it down in 5 more minutes. How's that? Phil Parkinson has revealed he's got an option in January to recall the Wrexham players currently out on loan. Don't do it. Wrexham are currently 3rd in League One, 2 points behind leaders Wickham, blah, blah, blah. Striker Sam Dalby, don't do it, who's made his Scottish Premiership Player of the Month in November, is the top scorer in the division, with 8 goals for Dundee United, and midfielder Jordan Davies for Grimsby Town side, who is recovering from an injury. Both left the racecourse in August on season-long loan deals. And both have done very well. You got to feel bad for Jordan Davies. Davis, as you know, he did injure himself. He started, I think, he had 2 goals, and he went down with a hamstring injury. So it's unfortunate. But anyways, goalkeeper Luke McNichols is also joined Rochdale on temporary spell for the 24-25, while striker Jake Bickerstaff and Billy Waters are out on loan at Alcocom and Halifax, respectively. Don't do it. With some players are set to leave next month to make room in the squad for new signings, Parkinson will have to decide on currently on players' loan moving forward. Now, here's his quotes, and then we'll have our say as well. There's an option to call the loan players back in January, said Parkinson. As you can imagine, there's a lot going on at the moment with the decisions in those players. You know, he said he had a conversation with the honorary, I guess, I don't know, the Canadian honorary. I don't know what his award was. We talked about it yesterday for Canada, Ryan Reynolds. But he had a conversation with him about the transfers. So that was good, face-to-face, good FaceTime there. He says, going on to say, I had a chat with on Monday night with Sean Harvey, Michael Williamson, Les Reed, and Humphrey Carr about what we're going to do with the loan players. Well, I'll tell you, leave them there or sell them. I'm just saying. I reiterated how we'd like the squad to look come the end of January. As always, I'm excited about that. We got to make some decisions. So decisions are going to be made. So one decision was made: extension to Matty James. Okay, so he's staying. That's in the cards. So as for the lone players coming back, the goalkeeper, no way, not happening. Stay out there. I'd also say Jordan, he can stay too. Best of luck to him in his career. I know he's very loved by everybody, very passionate. I enjoy that. I think he was at the game this past weekend and went and said hi to everybody, which is great. Awesome. So he can stay. Sam Dalby, everyone's talking about Sam Dalby coming back and taking over for Palmer. Listen, we saw what he can do with us. Maybe it's a system thing. It's a different league. And I, for one, yes, I like the profile of him. He's a big unit. He's a big guy. He's not a little bit more athletic than Palmer, but he's not the answer. He is not the answer. So he can stay there. We can sell him. Do not recall him back. I believe that we need to go out and find a better striker because of the situation that's happening up front. Obviously, we talk about it almost every other day. Is not working, and there needs to be sorted out. I think we're going to have a good January. I think we're going to be some moving and shaking. I also think Aaron James is going to go out, and we'll talk about that next. But leave Sam Dalby up there. Maybe we can get some money for him, or I think his contract is up. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but let him stay. He is not our answer to bring back. I'm happy for him. Continue to kick ass up there, and maybe we'll get a higher fee for him. Maybe it's 200,000, 300,000. I don't know, but let him go. Let him go. Steve Barton, an absolute legend of the local pundit, gifted 5 local pundit memberships. Thank you. Get those in. I'll tell you who got them. If I can see in the chat here. I can see. I don't know why I can't see in the chat who got them. They should have come up. But thank you, Steve Barton. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the super chats. All right, as well. That means a lot to me and the community. Are you happy with the Matty? So that's fantastic. So are you happy with the Matty James contract extension? Is at 82% to 18. Only 22 votes. Get those votes in. We only have 32 people in here, but get those votes in. Let's see what everyone says. I, for one, am a yes. Mary says, morning, everyone. Like and subscribe. Matty James is good extension to the team. Quality squad player. Quality squad player. Now, all right, I'm going to close this one down. I'm going to end that poll. Everyone seems to be yes. I'm going to put another one there. But let's do another one while we're here. Start a poll. Bring back Dalby Jam. Okay, start a poll. There we go. I know what's happening, but my Sam Dalby is let him stay. There you go. I'm done with that. I'm done. John Merrill says, was having a beer with one of my old WBA mates yesterday and asked him about Mo Fall. He wasn't very complimentary. He let's put it that way. It isn't surprised he isn't featuring that much. Well, got to develop him. And A2C says, I think Dalby is an upgrade from Mo Fall at the moment. Well, Mo Fall has gotten a lot of stick, but I think it's unqualified, in my opinion. So that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. So, and Dalby over Fall and says A2CEV, do we spend big in January? I think we should. I think we should spend big in January. I think we will. I don't know. I don't know who we're going after. The Bamford thing, stop. Ain't going to happen. He's expensive. He's 31 years old. He gets injured. Let him stay at Leeds. I don't care what. Let him go. Genoa. I think they're talking about Genoa. He's not the answer either. The target hasn't come yet. We're really good at keeping things quiet sometimes, but Dalby, leave him up in Dundee. Define big. I don't know. 3 to 5 M's. 3 to 5 M's, John. And Glenda Bursey said, I voted to bring Dalby back, but only so we can sell him and not have him go out of free. Yes. So I think in January he can talk to other clubs if that's right. We only have 6 months left. So would there be some kind of extension to sell so we can do that? I don't know, or something to be triggered. Not sure. But as far as January spending, 3 to 5 M's. Has anyone watched Dalby play in the Scottish League? I have not, but I've seen him play for Wrexham, and I'm not impressed. And A2Z says, I want us to spend 7 figs in the window. Okay. And Kieran Tierney is on the market from Arsenal. I think he's quality. He could play in the Championship Premier, but he could be additional asset to bring us out of League One. Okay, that's not a good shout. That's a good shout right there. And keep Fletcher. I don't think Fletcher's going anywhere. But he can't play more than 15 minutes a game. All right, next article of business that we have today. Aaron James is enjoying it with Wrexham, but will go on alone. He actually mentioned this in his interview the other day. So I would I would possibly believe that this is happening. Something's probably in the works. I think a League Two outfit might be good for him. I'll just say that for starting. I think he's very impressive, but he's someone that I would go and put out on loan and watch him and bring him back. He's one I would bring back next year, but let him go out alone. The 19-year-old came through the ranks at the race course. I said there were more opportunities last season as James has made his debut, and this is not Matty James anymore. This is Aaron James. Aaron James, the defender. Remember, we're only in the Joey Bagadonis Trophy at this point, and we're out of the FA Cup. We're out of the EFL Cup, which whether we were doing a watch along today, we're doing a watch along today for Tottenham versus Manchester United. So check that out. 12 o'clock we go live. So but anyways, he hasn't featured a lot because he's a younger player and he's impressed. He had a great goal the other day. I thought that Mullins' assist to him would have popped Mullen out of his, but didn't work. But Aaron James, I would believe, will be leaving probably in January to go on loan. James can play center half and right back. Would agree to a loan move with the winter transfer window opens to gain more experience. I think it's a good idea for him. A very, very good idea. Getting exposure to men's football, like in these games, is good. But a loan in maybe the National League or National League North will be really beneficial for me. Wow, he's even saying I'll go to the National League. Good on him. He wants to play football. I love it. Regular football. And when you're 19, you're fearless. Go out there and do what you can. I think having the attitude and playing in those games where you have to die for 3 points is really important in the development for myself and a young player. He's really well spoken. I like him a lot. Going on loan is something I would definitely be open to, says Aaron James. James still hopes for a future at Wrexham. Obviously, everyone does. He said he want to play in those big games for the club in the league where it really matters, and we're pushing for promotion, he said. When playing at the highest level as possible with the first team is definitely the aim for me, but we'll see what happens, says Aaron James. Last couple here, he says, I enjoy going in every day and thinking how I can get better, how I can improve, how I can help the team at the weekend, even though I might not be involved in the matchday squads. How can I do stuff with the defenders after training and after games? I'm really enjoying the development in training, but also the games giving more exposure to kick and improve myself. Good for him. Good for him. He's well spoken. We watched his interview the other day. Very happy for him. And I would anticipate him going out on loan. He's an under 21 player, so we won't be clearing the decks in regards to our squad. So maybe there's some other movement that might happen, even though Matty James has come in. But good on him. I like his attitude. I like what he's doing. Fletcher was 30-minute player, but now he's a 15-minute player. Yeah, age comes with it. Stoner combat vet Aaron James is going to play a big part in Wrexham's future. He could possibly. Now, with not sure with 3 to 5 M's you want to sign Keller 40 you're expecting. John, I'm just throwing a number out. You know what I mean? Spend $600 million. Spend the $15 million, which you guys did, and look how that turned out for you. We're going to spend $60 million. How's that? 60 million pounds. There you go, John. 60 million. Done. There's a number. Is that enough for you? Jesus. But it's too bad we're in the mud and you guys are crushing it. 15 minutes to save us a match is enough for me, said Sarah Pritchard. That's speaking about Fletcher. And last one here, Ronaldo's going to be required for 10 minutes. Jesus. Okay. We could see. And then Havification says we need a serious Japanese player. So I don't know who those are. All right. On the website here, just going to quickly check in, see if there's anything else we want to get to. To sell him. Oh, God. Okay. Are you going back to the Dalby? Bring back Dalby into it's an easy Bruce. Yes or no? Bring back Dalby to sell him? No. It's just, do you bring him back? So that's does it need to be so specific that I have to map it out? I think it's a very simple question. I mean, do you bring him back in January? That's all I'm asking. That's the simple question. Sell him? I'd love to sell him, but that's the question. Do you bring him back? Yes or no? 59% say no, and 41% say yes. But I can here. How do I adjust this? End poll. No, I can't fix it. So use your imagination. How's that? All right. What else we got here? Back checking the leader here real quick. Matty James extension. Wrexham boss says to decide whether to recall players. Okay, this is the other one I saw today too. Just watched the Cosm live feed. Laugh out loud. Says Wrexham USA. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, David. Good to see you. Yes, exercise the recall. No, don't put him on the squad sheet. Sell him to the highest bidder. Done. There it is. Bruce is all in on getting rid of him as well. Wrexham are third in the league and 2 points behind the leaders. Yes, we are. Parkinson has laughed off suggestions that only 3 teams are battling for the automatic promotion in League One. Wrexham are currently third in the table. Now, I think there's going to be some separation happening. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's going to be the next, I don't know. Bruce, how many games do we have in the next 15 days? 4, 5? Bruce is on it. He usually knows that stuff. Let me know how many games. But anyways, the rubber's going to meet the road between the end of December and the beginning of January, 100%. So Parkinson said, we're in a very good position, said the Red Boss, whose back-to-back promotions have taken him 41 points from 21 games. Good return. Someone said to me, it looks like 3 teams. Now, there's Wickham, the same Birmingham City, and us. So that's what they believe. Now, that might be true. But the amount of plucking of points are going to come off of the lower league, the lower tiered teams, which is exactly what's happening to us against Cambridge, which should not happen this weekend at the game against Bristol Rovers. But to take these teams out, so it might be a 3-horse race or a 4-horse race, which I'm going to get into his thoughts right here, Parkinson. But it could go pear-shaped real fast, and in regards to people plucking off points from down under. Okay, and thank you, Bruce. Bruce had it. Starting counting down a game day, 5 games in 15 days. Yes, that's when the rubber meets the road. It's game time. Parkinson goes on to say about having only 3 teams. I wish it was a 3-horse race, but I really don't see it like that. The minute you hear managers start dismissing other teams, it's great motivational factor for the teams below. Now he's playing politics. We're not really concentrating on anyone else. Concentrate on yourselves. We keep saying that. Concentrating on ourselves and focusing on the Christmas period. This is the crucial part of the year, the crucial part of the year. And he's right. If you start saying, "Oh, we're going to smash Bristol," I can say that. We could say that here on the local pundit because we're fans. If he goes out and says, it is a 3-horse race, you don't think that Reading's going to get pissed off? You don't think that any of the teams that are mid-table are going to be like, we're going to come after them? We already have a target on our back. So therefore, the guy is being smart about it. To be fair, once you get into the into the playoffs, it's an absolute crapshoot. And I want that automatic promotion. And I'm not anointing Wickham or Birmingham City anything. And they shouldn't anoint us either. The strength and depth in this division, there's a lot of teams, Parkinson said, who will have an eye on the top 2 positions. So we got to work really hard in terms of our analysis of the last game and the one upcoming, the training and everything, and just keep going and do what we got to do, and then see whether that's enough to come to the end of the season. So I will say this right now. I believe someone mentioned this to me. Actually, 2 people. Are you enjoying the football? Yeah, I enjoy watching Wrexham. I enjoy winning, but we're army crawling through this. This isn't free flowing football. We are army crawling through this season to get up and get out, and that's it's hard. It's hard, goddamn work. Being this pretty. I'm sure y'all get that one. Get that quote. But this is an army crawl season. It is. We are slogging through the mud to get it. It's not. It's win by hook or crook. He doesn't care. Parkinson doesn't give a shit if it looks terrible. He doesn't care. He wants points on the board. He wants to win football matches. He doesn't want to lose. That's all. This is the army crawl season. Talk about the string and the pearls that are happening. Each game is one of those pearls and their points, and we are just army crawling through it and just kind of making it through. It is what it is. Maybe someday we will have sexier football, but once we get to the championship, maybe I still firmly believe it'll be next year. Things might change, but right now, he's right. It's a fight. It's a battle, and it should be. It shouldn't be easy. It really shouldn't be easy, but we are army crawling through this season, especially since we're not scoring goals. And Wrexham USA, Shane Matty is already 33, coming from a 38-year-old. Yes, yeah, 33 looks good on you, brother. And bringing Dalby back in January, 57% say no, 43% say yes. So it's a tight one. That's a tight one. And adding the caveat to what Bruce said, selling him, getting in the highest bidder. That's the caveat there. Okay. Hey, Josh, JB65. How are you? Hey, everybody. And John Merrill says most teams have 4 games over the period. So 12 points to play for could really shake things up. Absolutely. It is going to be fast and furious, and we will be here every day and we'll be here live every day for the local pundit doing the watch alongs. Wrexham USA, he does damn well for it to be his age. I started breaking down at age 32. There you go. Nicky D's falling apart at 42, and Trustin Parkey. Sarah Pritchard, all right, Trustin Parkey. On the 3-horse race. Still early to say with the 3-horse race. Derby were 7th this time last year and finished 2nd. Yes, anything can happen, but this is the period right now, as we know. Bruce, how many are those league games? I think all of them. There you go. 5 league games. The Tuesday after the spell is Port Vale, Bristol, Blackpool, Wigan, Barnsley, and then the Posh. There you go. If you want the information, go to Bruce. Now, I want to put this out there too. I'm going to pause the show completely. I had a conversation yesterday with a gentleman who might be on tomorrow. We interview him from the one second. I want to get exactly what it is so I don't screw this up, because I screw shit up. Come on. Who is from the Wrexham Supporters Trust? Okay. We might be having someone on tomorrow for the Wrexham Supporters Trust to have a conversation. Open conversation, interview, awesome. So if I can make that work for tomorrow, we're going to do that. We'll just do a very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. We had a conversation yesterday, talked for about an hour, and let's see if I can get this sorted out for tomorrow. So all you deep divers, i.e. Bruce, who loves that stuff, and I think Patty would love that stuff, you might want to check it out. I'll let y'all know if it's going to happen. But yeah, from the Wrexham Supporters Trust, we might have someone on tomorrow for that. Back to the show. Wrexham USA says Nicky D. There we go. This is also fixture congestion. Okay. Last one here, and then we'll get everyone out of here and we'll close the poll down because it's a very, very tight poll. We're at a place where we have to fight for every point, but excited to be in the hunt with the top 2 teams that could easily take it away from us. It could. That's why we need to go and spend in January whatever we need to do. Whatever we do. Whatever we go. Whatever we spend and give us that last boost, it'll come back to us in the summer. So just go do it. You gotta, just go do it. Yes, WST has some really good insights. Yes, Welsh Techie. I had a great conversation, and I'll private message you, and maybe we can talk about that because I'm still learning. I said I'm back channel working, getting information to try to grow and get my knowledge, so I don't sound like the dumbest guy in the room all the time, which sucks. But yes, the WST could be on tomorrow. Good to see you, Techie. Bruce, yes, Bruce, there's a strength of squad coming in front. All right, let's get everyone out of here because I think that's it. But I'm going to close the poll down. So the poll is tight. 15 minutes. Bring Dalby back in January. Yes, 44%. No, 56 today. 66%. Where once, going twice. Sold to he's not coming back. There we go. See, I'm touching buttons today. Touching buttons. All right. All right. Done. Just want to quick look around. All good. All right. We'll be on in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours now for the watch along for the Manchester United Tottenham game. That'll be fun. So come on in, drop by, and let's hang out for a little bit. If you have the time, we'll be here. And, breaking news today, Matty James is in. Matty James is in for another 18 months, and it's good. And I think that's going to shape up the January plans. It's going to start to come together. Things will start making sense. Let's go out and win football games and do our thing. So please smash a like on the way out. Yes, Steve Barton, there will be a watch along in a couple hours. And on that bombshell, we will see you all soon.